They say when you go through something, you make the best songs, especially when it's deep, when it's hard. It's a process. And I'm so glad that I was able to get another opportunity to do music and to do it the way I want to do it the way my heart says to do it. I just felt like it was just, it's just an honest album.
With a career spanning 27 years, 3 platinum albums, a Grammy Award, and 6 seasons as the star of a hit sitcom, Brandy is one of the most beloved performing artists of all time. Now, the 41-year-old singer-songwriter has a brand new album, B7. It's her first record in 8 years, and according to the artist, her most personal one yet.
I had to really just get myself through some tough times, and music was a way to pull myself through. I think this album, in this process of creating this album, I realized that I can really help in the healing process of myself with my voice, with sound, all of it. Like, it was lyric, you know, my songs are, you know, my poetry, my way of coming clean and being honest with myself.
You can do it quite like I can do it.
I was able to just use music to heal and to get through a lot of the things that I was going through, and then also just discover my sound and reinvent and evolve into just the artist that I am now.
Brandy grew up in Southern California, the daughter of a gospel choir director. She was only 15 when she released her self-titled first album in 1994.
I can't keep my cool, baby, baby.
It was an instant hit, with over 6 million copies sold and 2 Grammy nominations, including Best New Artist.
When I got my deal and I was able to just work with, you know, the producers that I work with, the writers that I work with, and just to experiment with my voice, it was unbelievable. Like, I could feel that, you know, it was a difference singing in church and in front of, you know, the congregation. It felt different being in the studio, just trying different things with your voice. You know, it just was, even though I appreciated my choir experience with my dad, but it just felt different singing my own songs, and it was a great time, pure joy.
2 years later, Brandy was cast in her breakout acting role, starring in the UPN sitcom Moesha, which quickly became the network's most watched show.
Morning, everybody.
Hey, Mo, what's happening?
Sorry I overslept. I'll scramble you some eggs in a sec.
Wow, Moesha was, I didn't see that coming. I didn't see that coming, and when I was offered the role, you know, and I had done a little bit of acting before, but acting was never my passion. Thought that I would, you know, become an actress. So to get that opportunity was a gift. It was such a fun and cool experience, and to play such a character that touched so many Black girls. And, you know, you don't really know that you're doing that in the moment, you know, when you're that young. But when I look back, it's like, whoa, you know, what a great feeling. I could share this with my daughter.
I was wondering about the ball. All eligible women in the kingdom are invited.
In 1997, Brandy landed the lead in the ABC movie Rodgers and Hammerstein's Cinderella. The 18-year-old was the first African-American to play the role on screen. And she got to do it alongside her childhood idol, Whitney Houston, who was co-starring as her fairy godmother.
Cinderella, if you want to get out of here, you're going to have to do it yourself.
My childhood dreams were to be a singer, touch as many people as I can, and meet Whitney Houston. Meet her. Just meet her. I was so inspired by what Whitney Houston could do with her voice, how she could make me feel, how she could make other people feel. And I wanted to do the same thing. As, you know, just a little bit of her magic just was good enough for me. So for me to meet her, work with her, hang out with her, and sing with her.
It's possible. It's possible.
The pinch me moment for me was me being in the studio with her. It's like I looked over like, are you kidding me?
Cinderella was the most watched TV musical in decades, with 60 million viewers and 7 Emmy nominations. At only 18, Brandy had become a household name.
I struggled for sure with fame and identity and being put in a box of perfection. And I felt like I didn't have the space to grow and to grow up in a safe way where, you know, me dealing with my own thoughts about myself. I had to deal with so many other opinions and thoughts about what I should do, how I should be, and what I should look like. And, you know, that can get tough when you're trying to find your own voice. But I was always able to come back to me. Nobody is perfect. That's not even something I try to be anymore. I just try to stay, you know, centered and grounded and humble and creative. And I can't grow if I'm perfect. Nobody should try to be perfect. That's a prison in and of itself. Like I say in my song Baby Mama, it takes a village. You know, when I was 23 when I had Sarah, and I did not know who I was at 23. I had a clue, but I didn't really know. But I surrounded her with good people to help me when I needed to go and work on myself, or, you know, change some things in my life. But she has always been my inspiration, now a part of my purpose. So to come back to that when I'm going through my stuff, you know, is a blessing as well.
Brandy has been open about her past battles with depression, which hit a low point in 2014. Since then, she starred in Chicago on Broadway, was a series regular on the Fox musical drama Star, and most recently released her 7th studio album, B7. But there's no question, Brandy credits her now 18-year-old daughter Sarah as the light that led her out of the darkness.
I remember I was laying in bed and I was super depressed, you know, and I just was like, I heard myself tell myself, so you just gonna go out like this? Like this is how you're gonna, like, you know, go out? Like you have a daughter, if you can't do it for yourself, do it for her. Like, because this is not the way to basically leave a mark in her life. This would taint her, and she feels good to know that she's the inspiration for me, for everything that I am, everything that I'm about. And she always, you know, when I used to tell her, you know, if it wasn't for you, you know, I don't know where I would be in life. Like, I'm smiling because of you. I'm moving because of you. And she says, but it's for you too, Mom. It's for you too. So even though I'm saying that about her, I know that it's also for me as well, you know. And I want to encourage others to do it for you too.
For someone with a history of depression, the current pandemic and political climate can be overwhelming. But in these uncertain times, Brandy turns to what has always given her comfort: faith and family.
It's a difficult time right now, I think, for, you know, Black people, our people. I just find myself talking a lot more to God, because I feel like only the higher power can know the answers that we need to continue to move forward. I've been blessed to have my parents here with me during this time. My daughter, we've been just more together, spending more quality time together, appreciating the smaller things in life, praying together more. It just feels like as crazy as things are, it just feels like that's the good side of it, that we've been able to get closer, I feel, in this time. I do a lot of work on my spirit and on my mind. And I'm in a place now where I can, be proud of moving in the right direction when it comes to my mentality, my spirit, my emotions, all of it. I feel like there was a part of me that was always nudging at me to stay true to me, that kind of thing. And so, when you got your higher self haunting you all the time, you gotta come back to your center. You have to. I was able to come back to that. I love being me, finally,